Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack. With the new Overwatch 2 season means a new reason to spend all your retirement funds on skins. My wife left me and took the kids. But today we're gonna be ranking all of the season 6 skins so that you know exactly what you want to go into debt for. But as always with these ranking videos, my list is gonna be different than your list, so comment down below what your favorite skin is that's gonna be coming out in season 6. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it because we have a lot of depth-filled pixels to go over. Claiming their rightful spot at dead last on our list is such a disappointing skin, and that is Junkrat Aviator. Now, I don't have a lot of problems with this skin necessarily, other than the fact that it just looks like a lazy skin design. This legit just looks like his classic Overwatch 1 skin with an aviator hat. That's it, $10 pay up. No! F that! That's why it's at number 24. Now, coming in as the runner-up at dead last is gonna be Roadhog's Karen skin. Karen? I don't know how to say it. Now, for those that don't know what a Karen is, it's basically just pebbles stacked on top of each other. And to design a skin around that concept, come on, man. There's so many better ideas, not only for Roadhog, but just skins in general. Making him look like a giant boulder with grass overgrowing throughout on top of him is an attempt on a skin, I will say, but is one that I'm not going to be particularly excited whenever I see him come into the shop. And I'm sure a lot of Roadhog mains aren't really going to be too thrilled either. Now, here is our first controversial take, because we always got to have one of those, but that's Sombra's Quicksilver skin at the number 22 spot. The whole theme around season 6 is obviously around Null Sector and the robots, so they decided to take some of the human heroes and make them into robots. Casti and Kariko and Sombra? Kinda? For the heroes that were transformed into robots, they really went all out and made them into a real robot. But Sombra, she looks like a futuristic take on what robots were gonna look like in the future in the 1960s. She looks like a robot because of her chrome skin, but she doesn't look like a Null Sector robot. And there is a huge difference because this is actually what the future robots are gonna look like. And god dang, I can't wait for the future. Is this a bad skin design? Absolutely not. It just looks like a rare skin with a blue color palette where her skin is all chromed out, and that's really it. That's all Quicksilver is at the end of the day. Coming in next at the number 21 spot is a skin that I don't really have much to say about, and that is Orissa's carved skin. Now, Orissa, she's not the most flattering when it comes to skin designs given to her. It's mainly due to the fact that she has such a weird silhouette. She is an omnic horse that has a javelin spear, so there's not going to be a lot of amazing skins given to her, and Carve is no exception. They just made her into a wooden tiki, which if you're an Orisa main, I think this is like a good skin, but compared to these other ones, I really wouldn't get excited once I see this one in the shop. Cracking into the top 20 is another skin that I don't have much to say about, and that is Torbjorn's Dark Iron skin. Once again, another hero that doesn't have the most flattering silhouette unless you put him in straight up underwear,
because then you might actually have a top 5 skin.
Dark Iron just has Torbjorn in an NPC's outfit that comes from Skyrim with a very wise right beard, but that's all that you're getting. The accessories aren't all that great, and everything else is it's just bland. But here's our first legendary skin on this list. This one's gonna be controversial too. It's Rosewood Moira. I got a lot to explain when it comes to this skin. This is not a bad skin by any means. Oh, then why do you have it ranked so low, Bro You Whack? It's because whenever I look at the skin, I just get grossed out with the rose coming out. It's literally seeping out of her eye. It looks like a pink sock, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's so awful to look like. The rest of the skin is fine. You got a tree trunk outfit going on, which is kind of unique with the veins that's all blacked out. It's just the eye. It's so bothersome. Just please fix that. You don't have to look like this, Moira. Oh, let's just move on to a less vile skin. And this is gonna be another legendary skin that might surprise y'all. This is Pharah's P900 Warhead skin. The Null Sector skin names are just so random. My biggest problem with this skin is that it's definitely less offensive than the Rosewood Moira skin, where you can literally throw up just by looking at this skin. But out of all the Null Sector skins, which has a very underlying theme, is that this just loses all the cool assets that Pharah has in her typical silhouettes. But another reason why I don't like this skin is whenever she takes off her helmet, her head is so tiny. It's so, it looks like a little blueberry that I just want to pop. I don't understand why they made her head so teeny. Now we've gotten to the skins that I actually think are really good looking, which includes a Junker Queen's rugby skin. Hey, have you ever played rugby? I'm in an uncurable state of depression. This is just an unoffensive Junker Queen skin where she oh, dude. She looks hot, yo! They got the six-pack in, they got the Australian colors being represented correctly, and the eye black face paint is done right, man. Like, this is just a cool Australian skin. If you're a fan of Junker Queen, if you're Australian, or if even you're a rugby player, you can have an appreciation for this skin because of the armor plates and the details and the colors. Just everything is done right with this rugby Junker Queen skin. Leaving the 16th spot is a skin that I got here just because the colors are pretty. And what else do you expect from Lifeweaver's Synthwave skin? Looking like it's coming right out of a Leafy is Here video. It's got a pretty color palette, and that's it. The pink gradient that fades into purple is really cool, and well, we just need more Lifeweaver skins. So if we need to have pretty color skins, then go all for it. Now, the number 15 spot, this was a skin that I had a lot lower on this list originally, but it's slowly grown on me, and this is Zarya's Apocalypse skin. Now, I don't particularly hate this skin. I think it's just due to the fact that Zarya just, once again, doesn't really have the most flattering silhouette when it comes to skin designs. A good Zarya skin is very few and far in between, and I feel like Apocalypse, you're really having to be a big fan of that Mad Max aesthetic to really have an appreciation for this skin, which I am not. And maybe that's why I don't particularly like this skin, is because, well, it's just her in some rusted out armor plates and a mask, and overall just a whole entire head design that covers up her most aesthetically appealing feature, which is her bubblegum hair. So anytime you cover up her pink hairdo, I don't really like, and again, like, this skin, it's not bad by any means, it's just not for me. Or from a skin that covers up the hairdo to a skin that probably has the greatest hair in this whole entire video is Junker Queen's Heavy Metal skin. The unofficial Axl Rose skin is what I'm deeming it, is admittedly just a recolor of her other rocker skin that she's gotten a couple of seasons back, but in a vacuum, this skin is really, really good, man. Maybe it's just because I like fit hot mommies, but can you blame me when she's looking like that? She's got this beautiful eyeshadow that really makes her piercing red eyes pop in the skin that complements her orange flow going on, but man, that hairstyle, man, it is just so good, man. This skin is so good. The accessories are good, which I really haven't been talking about a lot when it comes to these skins, with the white finish and the quill pattern. It's just, oh, the skin is so beautiful on so many fronts. But just like the Queen's eyes at the number 13 spot is a skin that got here just because the eyes look so good, man. And this is Ash's Snake Wrangler skin. Those green eyes, the snake green eyes, I can't get enough of them. This is an epic skin that is so perfect because it not only fits the aesthetic of Ash, which is this cowgirl that wrangles up snakes and wrestles them for fun, but also just looks straight up good. It's really those green eyes that just sell it for me because it's so good looking. Not enough skins really play on the hero's eyes that much, but when they do, oh, they kill it every single time. Speaking of skins with beautiful eyes, this next skin puts this hero's eyes on full display. This is Sojourn's Vigilante skin. Okay, I lied. You can't even see her eyes here. Originally, I had this skin a lot lower because at the end of the day, it is just an all black skin tight Sojourn leather suit. And that's the exact reason why I rose her up on this list, is because it's a skin-tight black leather Sojourn suit. Please stay with me! I'm sorry. This obviously also comes from her cinematic where she's seen just absolutely tearing up those null sector robots in the subway of Toronto, and boy, oh boy, does she make this skin look good! Next skin on the list belongs to a hero that I'm always caught simping for, so it's no surprise to see Diva's Gentle Monster Collaborative skin at number 11. Yes, I am including the Gentle Monster Collaborative skin. Now I'm gonna include the fuchsia and the aqua color scheme both in the 11th spot because it's really the same exact skin, just different color palette. Now, I already know what you're saying. Oh my god, this skin is only a recolor of the EDM Diva skin. Why is it so high? Because the EDM Diva skin's good too. Like, we have that in like the top 5 of the season 1 skins. Just because it's a recolor doesn't mean it's a bad skin. What makes the skin bad is them charging 1,000 coins for it. I know know it stings to have to pay for a skin that was originally for free in the Battle Pass. You did have to pay $10 for it, but it doesn't really take away from the fact that this looks like a great skin. I love her goggles with the headset too. I do have a pair that is downstairs, but I don't have here to like put on. It's the aqua colorway, which is a lot rarer. And that also reminded me that the Aqua Diva skin is the rarest skin in the game, at least at the time of this recording. We made it to the top 10, and what better way to start off this countdown than with the scientist himself? And they finally gave Winston a scientist skin. It only took 7 years. People always call Winston a gorilla or an ape, and that is completely wrong. He is a scientist through and through, so to finally give him a skin that projects his true self, his true identity, is something that I'm so happy for Winston, because you worked hard for that doctor degree. I think we haven't really seen a diploma or really any sort of credentials coming from Winston, but come on now, like, would you let him operate on you? Of course you would, because he looks so cute, especially in his doctor skin. Now, the number 9 spot is a Cassie skin, and I think right now people don't really like, but I think over time they'll have an appreciation for, because it's such a unique skin. And this is Cassidy's C40 455 sharpshooters. What are with these names, Blizzard? This is Cassidy's no sector robot skin, where they truly made him look like a no sector robot, not like Sombra, where they made her look like a Jetsons robot. Nah, a very unique design that admittedly took a lot of the designs that make Cassidy famous away from him, with the exception of his hat and serrape. But if it wasn't for that, he just looked like another no sector robot that you would see in the campaign. But the reason why I have him so high is actually his weapon, something that I really haven't been talking about with these skins. I absolutely love his gun design, mainly because it looks like the Thorn from Destiny, which was always my favorite gun to run in like 3v3 and whatnot. It was just my favorite gun in general. So to have it now in Overwatch 2 with one of the coolest heroes of all time, I think was a really smart decision. Now, number 8 is a skin that I'm sure a lot of people are gonna have in their top 5, especially if you're a Reaper main, but it's his Nebula skin. You guys know me, I'm a sucker for animated skins, and even though this isn't necessarily animated with the exception of his head that kind of looks like it has a dark void getting sucked into his mask, but it's actually his cape. The inside of it has the Chowder effect. If you guys never watched the show Chowder, it was my favorite cartoon growing up, mainly because it was just so goofy and funny, but also because the art design was so unique. Basically, it had the outline of the character moving throughout the canvas like a normal cartoon, but the pattern that filled up the character would stay in place, so that when the character moved, the pattern looked like it was also moving, but it was just stayed in place. So that's the exact design here that they're doing with Nebula, where inside of Reaper's cape, they have this star pattern that has stayed in place, but also moves when Reaper moves. It's such a mind-blowing design, but something that I really love. Plus, the colors look amazing. I will say, it kind of reminds me of a Fortnite skin a little bit. It still looks cool nonetheless, with their purple gradient feeding into the dark void of Reaper. It's just so good, man. Claiming number 7 spot is just a solid Symmetra skin, and this is her not is it 900 or 9000? Wait, we already have the P900. What? What? This is Symmetra's no sector skin, where they got her serving looks as an Omnic. Like, how is she able to serve this much while looking like a robot? First thing that I really like about this skin are the colors, the purple and green, and now these are two colors that complement each other well, but are very distinct. And coming from Cassie's no sector color palette, which is very dark and dull and boring, this is something that I really do like. The only thing that I don't like, it's not like I hate it, it just looks very weird, is the hair. I understand she's a robot and they made her hair into ribbon cables, which is a great design. It just, it looks very thick, man. And for Symmetra, I feel like she has very smooth flowing hair, but this is just very like. But overall, this is a very colorful, fun Symmetra skin that suits her personality very well, but also the rest of her skins that are very versatile. This is just another versatile Symmetra skin. Now, the number 6 spot is a skin that I think a lot of people would say deserves to be lower, surprisingly, because this is Ana's mythic skin. Her A7000 Word God skin. These names! Is this the best mythic skin? Absolutely not, but once again, we're not comparing this skin to the other mythic skins in the past. We're comparing it right now to the other Season 6 skins, but even then, this looks like a skin that just it shouldn't have been given to Ana. Just like Symmetra, Ana is very versatile in the skin department, where they've given her a lot of experimental skins like Snow Owl and Mummy and even Pirate. But the thing with War God is that I feel like this strayed way too far away from Ana, to the point where this doesn't even remind me any bit of Ana. The only time that this reminds me of Ana is with the third armor set that you get at tier 80. That actually has her face, and if that would have been the default that you got at tier 41, then I think a lot more people would have loved it, but the default armor plate just kills it for me. It doesn't look like Ana. In fact, it doesn't even look good in general. Plus, the colors aren't all that great either. Like, the white and the purple is probably my favorite, but once again, this doesn't look like Ana's color palette. When I think of purple, I think of Widowmaker, I think of Sombra. When I think of Ana, I think of blue. So if they maybe would have switched up the color palette just slightly, maybe then it could be a bit better, but like, I don't know. I feel like they just missed on who should have gotten the War God skin. Would have it worked better for Bastion or Orisa, or shoot, even Echo? Absolutely. But for Ana? I don't think so, man. Cracking into the top 5 is the last Null Sector skin that I think they got perfect, and this is Kuriko's K2000 Blade Master skin, and that is the first Null Sector skin's name that I did not butcher. Admittedly, this looks like a Genji skin, and from far away, you might even mistake her for being Genji because she is throwing kunais or knives that is kind of similar to the shurikens that Genji uses, but other than the visor and the skinny silhouette cyborg ninja aesthetic, it looks good. Is it my favorite Kuriko skin? Absolutely not. In fact, it's not even the best Kuriko skin out of this season. But I think the colors really played nice with each other with a primary white base and pink accent colors, and also hits of purple as well. See, this is what they should have done with Ana, just with a different color palette, and I think it would have worked out a whole lot better. But my favorite part about the Blade Master skin is the blade that she mastered, the Valorant Knight, the futuristic kunai. It looks really good. And for a lot of skins in this list, their weapons don't look all that great, but this is probably one of, if not the best skin with the best weapon skin design. And skin designs don't really get enough attention, I feel like. It's always the hero and not the accessory. But the skin is still the main attraction, and that's why at the number 4 spot, we got the other Kuriko skin, which is Timekeeper. This is a work of art. They got so much details in this single skin, whether it's the gray hair design braided up into pigtails with the white hood, making her look like she's coming out of Tears of the Kingdom. Now that I think of it, this kind of does look like an armor set that Link would unlock to be able to complement his ability to turn back time. And the more that I look at the skin, the more details I see. Like, her left arm is this robotic wooden arm piece. It looks really good with the whole entire aesthetic. Like, this is the kind of skin that a lot was done for it, but it all complements each other very well. Plus, her accessories look magnificent. Look like she traveled back in time to forge her own weapons to get that true aesthetic. Her kunai, her grenade, and her papers especially, just everything. So much love and passion, heart and soul went into designing the skin that this is the kind of skin that I would want to spend 1900 credits on, and lucky for me, I get to. The Kuriko skin was intricate in design. Sometimes to get high on this list, you just gotta put Bastion in a fire truck helmet and call it a day, man. Fire Engine Bastion claims the number 3 spot because this is just pure cuteness. This is cuteness overload. They turned Bastion into different cars in the past, but I think this one takes the cake for the best design, mainly because it's so simple, but also so obvious. Like, why did it take 7 years to give him a fire truck skin? But I think my favorite part about this skin is his bird. Like, that's my favorite part for every Bastion skin. They didn't do anything to his design, which I think is really good because it draws more attention to his tiny little hat that says number 1 Chief. Everything about this skin is so simple but just adorable, like his shoulder lights being the same exact lights that are on fire trucks, but also the hose that is used to put out water, just everything. But it's not more adorable than at the number 2 spot because, ladies and gentlemen, we have May's Flower Child skin. I'm not high. I'll admit, maybe this is a little bit biased. Maybe some people won't like the Flower Child skin, but that's like 3 people. Everyone's gonna love Flower Child because it not only looks good with all the colors and all the patterns and the different hippie designs, but also because it's fitting for May. Like, do you not think May would be at Woodstock taking acid and just vibing to some music? Come on now, you know May would be first in line. May is definitely up there with a hero that has gotten a lot lot of skins over the years, but she's got a variety of skins, and I just love how they constantly put her in different outfits, whether it's a penguin or a formal dress, or in this case, a hippie outfit. But every time they do it, they always kill it, but they always add a lot of details, well, with the exception of the penguin skin, because that's literally just a penguin onesie. But with Flower Child May, they did not miss on any of the cliche details that you come to find with the hippie skin, whether it's the big round glasses with the headband that you saw a lot of hippies wear in the 70s, but also the brown jackets with a set of blue pants, because any single person that wears these pants just has the biggest like, there's just colors on top of colors on top of colors. Even with her backpack and her gun, like, there is not a dull moment with this skin, and that's what I love most about it, are the bright and fun colors. But unfortunately, unlike a toxic BTS stan, my bias cannot sway my opinion on this one, because it will not claim the #1 spot. Hot gamer boys and e-girls everywhere, the best skin to come out of season 6, but possibly out of the whole entire 6 seasons of Overwatch 2, is gonna be the newest hero skin, Iliari's pajamas. I don't know a single person that would hate this skin, because I don't know a single person that hates pajamas. If you hate pajamas, you are not a real person. And if you hate when they put heroes in casual attire that is meant for nappy time, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But for a hero that doesn't have the most flashiest silhouette or really even distinct features, to have a skin that is not only colorful but also just fun really reminds me why I love Overwatch skins. Is because you can have a serious outfit, other than maybe Diva, that literally is just built on sponsorships and pink colors, but at the end of the day, these heroes are still human and they still gotta go EP time. So what better way to show off the hero's personality than through their pajamas? And that's exactly what they did with this Iliari skin. They got a llama neck pillow that pays tribute to her Peruvian heritage. They also got what I thought was originally limes, because, well, Peruvian people, they love limes, but no, it's just kiwis. And that would make sense, because that would just burn her skin if they put limes on her cheeks. But they also got a llama eye cover, also a little digital clock, and the llama gun. Like, everything is just llamaed out here with a beautiful color palette, pink and blue. Like, there is so much to love about the skin, to the point where if I ever did a ranking video of the past season 6 skins, or past all season 6 skins, this would be in the top 10 somewhere. But for right now, it claims the #1 spot. But let me know what your favorite season 6 skin was. Was it Iliari's pajamas skin, or was it that Junkrat aviator skin? That was nobody's favorite skin. But anyway, hopefully you're enjoying season 6 and PVE and all the brand new skins that's gonna come out throughout this whole entire season. But until they do, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.